Good afternoon, students. In this lecture, we will cover meaning and features of debentures. But before we'll start with the meaning and features of the debenture, I'll just give you the brief idea about the sources of borrowed capital. Now, as we have already seen in our very first chapter, company can collect the capital mainly from the two sources, that is own capital and borrowed capital. Own capital includes equity shares, preference shares and retained earning that we have already completed. Now in this lecture we will start with the borrowed capital. Now it is not possible for the company to run or function the business only with the help of the own capital. So to supplement the own capital, company used to collect the capital even from the borrowed sources. Now as we know that company has to maintain mainly two documents, that is memorandum of association and second is the articles of association. Now memorandum of association authorizes company to exercise borrowing power. That means it is written in a memorandum of association that company can collect the capital from the borrowed sources. And second, articles of association provides how and by whom this power shall be exercised. That means from whom and how to collect the borrowed capital. Now, how much to collect the borrowed capital, when to collect the borrowed capital, or from which source borrowed capital has to be collected, that will be decided by the board of directors. Now, there are mainly two types of companies are there. First is a private company and the public company. Now as we know that when the company wants to function the business, before functioning of the business, company has to prepare or company has to get mainly two certificate. First is a incorporation certificate and second is a commencement of business certificate. Now both this company, that is public company and the private company, can collect the capital from the borrowed sources. Now private company can collect the capital or private company can collect the capital from the borrowed sources immediately after the receipt of the incorporation certificate. But for the public company, this public company can collect the borrowed capital only after the receipt of the commencement of business certificate. In short, public company can collect the borrowed capital only after the receipt of the commencement certificate. Now, a capital, that is borrowed capital, can be collected for the short term, medium term and for the longer period of term. As we have seen that in case of the own capital, normally the own capital is utilized for the longer period of time or sometimes permanently. But this borrowed capital we can use for the short term, medium term and even for the longer period of time. Now, when the company wants to expand the business or diversify the business, it is better to collect the capital from the borrowed sources. In the initial stage of the business, as we are not certain about the profit of the company, in that case, the board of directors collect the capital from the own capital or own sources only. As when we are using the own sources, we just have to make the payment of the dividend which is depend upon the profit of the company. If profit is there, dividend will be given. If no profit is there, dividend will not be given. So in that case, as in the initial stage, we are not sure about the profit of the company. So that time it is better to collect the capital from the own sources. Later on, when the company start performing properly or when the company start earning the profit and we decide to expand the business or diversify the business, that time we used to collect the capital from the borrowed sources. Now, this borrowed capital can be collected from the various sources. For example, company can issue the debenture, company can accept the deposit, or company can issue the bond, and the very own company can collect the loan from the bank or from the financial institute. Now, all this borrowed capital, as it is a borrowed capital or it is a outside capital, we have to make the payment of the fixed rate of interest on this borrowed capital. When we talk about the fixed rate of interest, that means regularly or compulsory interest has to be paid on this borrowed capital. This interest is not depend upon the amount of the profit, whether profit is there or no profit is there, but the payment of interest is compulsory on the borrowed capital. Second important thing, in case of the borrowed capital, repayment of capital is made after certain fixed period of time. For example, when we issue the debenture, we used to issue 5 years debentures, 10 years debenture. That means after 5 years, this debenture money has to be repaid to the debenture holder. And during this 5-year period, we have to make the payment of the regular interest on this debenture. Next, we'll start with the first source of the borrowed capital, that is the debenture. We will first start with the meaning of the debenture. Debenture is called as one of the principal source of the borrowed capital, and over the year, this debenture has got the important place in a borrowed capital to meet the short term and medium term and the long term capital requirement of the company. Now, the term debenture is derived from the Latin word debere, which means to owe. The things or the word which I have written with the green. It is very important. This can be asked as a filling the blanks. The word debenture is derived from the Latin word debere, which means to owe. Now we'll move towards the definition of the debenture. Section 2, subsection 30 of the Companies Act 2013 defines the word debenture includes debenture stock, bond and any other instrument of a company evidencing a debt, whether constituting a charge on the assets of the company or not. Now, normally this borrowed capital are secured in nature. Secured in nature means what? This borrowed capital has having some charge on the assets of the company. That means we have to keep some asset of the company as a security, and after that only we can collect the borrowed capital. So this borrowed capital has having certain charge on the assets of the company. Debenture means a document which creates debt on a company. Now, when the person is purchasing the debenture, we are giving them one acknowledgement. That acknowledgement is called as a debenture certificate. Now, this debenture certificate creates a debt on a company. It is a liability of the company. Debenture constitutes a charge on some assets of the company. As I said, normally the borrowed capital are secured in nature. That means when the company wants to collect the capital from the borrowed sources, company has to keep some asset as a security, and after that only company can collect the capital from the borrowed sources. Now we'll see one more definition. A debenture is an instrument under sale evidencing debt, the essence of it being admission of the indebtedness. Now, on a debenture certificate, common seal of the company is there. Now, what is a common seal? You know what is a common seal? Common seal is a signature of the company. So, when the debenture holder is receiving the debenture certificate, on that certificate, common seal of the company is there, and this instrument will create the debt on a company. It is an instrument issued in the form of debenture certificate under the common seal of the company. When a person is purchasing the share, we are giving them the share certificate. So when any investor is purchasing or is investing in a company by the purchasing of debenture, we have to give some acknowledgement. That acknowledgement will be given in the form of the debenture certificate. Now we'll move towards the features of the debenture. This is one of the important question from the board point of view. It can be asked as a essay type question. Explain the meaning and features of the debenture. We'll first start with the first feature of the debenture, that is the promise. Debenture is a promise by a company that it owes specified sum of money to the holder of the debenture. That means the debenture certificate is a promise given by the company to to the debenture holder, that sum of the money to the holder of the debenture. That means company is promising the person, or company is promising the debenture holder, that it is the debt of the company. Next is the face value. More the secure asset is there, or more the secure capital is there, more will be the face value. As we have seen in case of the equity share, face value of the equity share is 1 rupees to 10 rupees. Why? Because equity share is risky capital, risk is more, so face value is less. Then we have seen the preference shares. The face value of the preference share is 100 rupees because it is more secure than equity share. Now the face value of the debenture is 100 rupees or multiple of 100. Multiple of 100 means what? 100, 200, 300, as it is more secure compared to the equity shares and the preference shares. So the face value of the debenture is more compared to the equity shares and preference shares. Now the question is, why it is more secure than equity shares and preference share? The very first reason, on the equity share and preference share, we have to make the payment of the dividend, which depend upon the profit of the company. If profit is there, we will give the dividend. No profit is there, no dividend will be given. In case of the equity share, the dividend rate is fluctuating. Sometimes it is more, sometimes it is less, or sometimes no dividend will be given. But in case of the debenture, fixed rate of interest will be given. The rate of interest or the payment of the interest does not depend upon the amount of the profit, whether company is earning a profit or loss, but the payment of interest is compulsory on debenture. So it is more secure compared to the equity shares and preference share. Second, repayment of the debenture capital is compulsory. That is, after certain specific period of time, we have to make the repayment of the debenture capital. So here we'll get the certainty for the repayment of the capital also. Because of these two reasons, these debentures are more secure compared to the equity shares and preference share. And because of this reason, the face value of the debenture is higher than the equity shares and the preference shares. As it is written, it is 100 rupees or in multiple of 100. Multiple of 100 means multiply by 100. For example, 100, 200, 300 or 400, 500 like that. Next is the time of repayment. Debentures are issued with the due date written on a debenture certificate. That means when the debenture capital has to be repaid, it is written on a debenture certificate itself. That means repayment of the debenture is decided at the time of the issue of debentures only. For example, 5 years debentures, 10 years debenture. So after 5 years, this debenture money has to be repaid. 10 years debenture, after 10 years, this debenture capital has to be repaid. Next is priority of repayment. Now, debenture holder have a priority in repayment of debenture capital over the other claimants of the company. Now, as you have seen that debenture capital is repaid after certain specific period of time. If we have issued the debenture for the longer period of time, then during the time period, if the company has decided to liquidize the business, in that case, company will sell out all the assets. First, company will start making the repayment of the borrowed capital. In that, first repayment will be given to the debenture holder, and then the rest claimant will get their capital back. So, debenture holder will get the priority above all the other claimants of the company. Next is assurance of the repayment. Debenture is a long-term debt. They carry an assurance of the repayment on due date. Now, this debenture holder will get the assurance of their capital. As you have seen that on the debenture certificate itself, the repayment date is written. So, we are sure about the receipt of the capital of debenture. So, here in case of the debenture, we will get the assurance of the repayment. Next is the interest. As debenture is a borrowed capital, payment of interest is compulsory on debenture. That too at a fixed rate of interest. For example, 10% 5 years debenture. So till the 5 years, this debenture will get the fixed rate of interest at the rate of 10%. As we have discussed, the rate or the payment of the interest is not depend upon the profit of the company. Whether the company is earning the profit or loss, but the payment of interest is compulsory. Interest is considered as the expense of the company. So payment of interest is compulsory on debenture. Next is parties to debenture. In a debenture, there are mainly three parties are involved. First is the company, second is the debenture trustees, and third is the debenture holder. Now what is a company? Company means it is an entity who borrows the money. Matlab, we can say that company is a firm or an organization who is collecting or borrowing the capital, that is called as the company. Second is the trustee. Now, who is this trustees? Trustees, a company has to appoint the debenture trustee, as it is acting as an intermediary between the company and the debenture holder. Now, when the company is issuing the debenture, one agreement is made between the company and the debenture trustees. That is called as the trust deed. In this trust deed, we can say everything is written regarding the rights of the debenture trustees, rights of the debenture holder, obligation of the company. These things are written in a debenture deed. Sorry, in a trust deed. Now, when the company wants to offer the debenture more than 500 people, in that case, appointment of the trustee is compulsory. In short, when the number of debenture holders are more than 500, appointment of debenture trustee is compulsory. Next, last is the debenture holder. Debenture holder are called as an investor who are investing in a company by purchasing the debenture of the company. In short, debenture holder are the people who are giving the loan to the company in the form of the debenture. So in debenture, mainly three parties are involved. First is the company, second is the trustees, and third is the debenture holder. Next is the authority to issue the debenture. We can say that authority to issue the debenture will be in the hands of the board of director. That means how much debenture we have to issue, what is the face value of the debenture, what will be the rate of interest, whether we have to collect the issue the debenture for the medium term period, long term period. That all thing will be decided by the board of director. In short, power to issue the debenture will be in the hands of the board of directors. Next is the status of the debenture holder. As debenture is a borrowed capital, debenture holders are called as the creditors of the company. It is a liability of the company. As they are the creditors, company has to make the payment of fixed rate of interest on this debenture. That too at a certain specific interval of time. Specific interval of time means when we are purchasing the debenture, we have to decide whether we want to receive the interest half yearly, yearly or quarterly. That means after every 4 months, after every 6 months or after every year we want the interest. So these debenture holders are called as the creditors of the company, as debenture is a borrowed capital and debenture holders are called as the creditors of the company. Company has to make the payment of interest on a debenture. Next is no voting right. First of all, debenture is a borrowed capital and debenture holders are called as the creditors of the company. So this debenture holder will not get any voting right like the right which is given to the equity shareholder. For example, equity shareholders are called as the owners of the company. So they have the right to give the vote, they have the right to attend the annual general meeting. But this type of right will not be given to the debenture holder as they are the outsiders or it is a borrowed capital. So no such right will be given to the debenture holder. Next is security. Debentures are secured by fixed or floating charge on the assets of the company. Now what is a fixed and floating charge? That we will discuss in a type of the debenture. But in short, this debenture when the company wants to issue, company has to keep some asset as a security and after that only company can issue the debenture. If a company is not in a position to make the repayment of the interest or repayment of the debenture capital, then the asset which we have kept as a security will be sold and the repayment of the capital or the payment of the interest will be given to the debenture holder. In short, receipt of the interest and the repayment of the debenture capital is sure because we have kept some asset as a security. So debentures are generally secured in nature. Secure in nature means what? When the company wants to collect the capital by issue of the debenture, company has to keep some asset as a security and after that only company can issue the debenture. So in future, if company is not in a condition to make the repayment of the debenture capital, that time the asset which we have kept as a security, we can sell out that asset and we can make the repayment of the debenture capital. So debenture is normally secured in nature which cannot be possible in equity shares. Next is a issuer. Debenture can be collected or debenture can be issued both by the private limited company as well as by the public limited company. As we have seen, private company can collect the debenture only after the receipt of the incorporation certificate, while in case of the public company can collect or issue the debenture only after the receipt of the commencement of business certificate. In short, both the companies, that is public limited company or private limited company, can collect the or can issue the debentures. Next is the listing. Listing means what? In a simple word, we can say that listing means registration. How we are maintaining register? For example, if I am a class teacher of 12 Commerce A, now in that case, the name of my student will be registered in my attendance register. Same way, listing or the registration of the debenture is compulsory with one of the recognized stock exchange. In India, there are many stock exchange are there. We have to list our debenture with at least one of the recognized stock exchange. Listing means what? In a simple word, we can say registration of the debenture. So, listing of the debenture is compulsory at least with one of the recognized stock exchange. Last is the transferability. We can transfer the debenture or we can sell the debenture from one person to another person easily with the help of instrument of transfer. Now, for example, when you want to transfer from one class to another class, you have to give the exam, then you have to fill the whatever application form, admission form, and then you can transfer from one class to another class. Same way, if we want to transfer the debenture or if we want to sell the debenture, one form is there. That form is called as the instrument of transfer. By filling that instrument of transfer, we can easily transfer the debenture from one person to another person. So in case of the debenture, transferability can be easily possible. So here in this lecture, we have completed with one of the important question, that is explain the meaning and the features of the debenture. In exam, you have to, if the question asks like explain the meaning and features of debenture, you just have to write down the meaning of the debenture, definition of the debenture, and then start writing the features of the debenture.